Well, as you could probably tell by the vibra slap, we're gonna do a little Cake homage. You guys are familiar with the band Cake? One of my favorite bands, and this next song wound up on the Straight Outta Linwood album, but I actually wrote it a long time ago, and I wanted it, oddly enough, I wanted it to be on the In 3D album, and my record company would not allow it. And I was flabbergasted. I wanted, I was all about artistic integrity, and I want this song on the album. They said, absolutely not. And I still don't quite understand their logic, but what they told me at the time was, you can't have your cake and eat it too, is what we're... Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
I don't like it, so I don't go by it.
What do you go by?
What? I don't know.
You don't know your name?
Not really, no.
Do you know her?
No.
Do you know her?
Yes.
Can you tell me her name?
Goes by Luke.
Luke? I'm gonna call you Luke unless you tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, Luke. Are you from Medicine Hat?
No, I'm from Swift Current, also that's not my name. Yeah.
I'm calling you Luke, though. You're stuck with Luke. Was it a long drive to get here?
Not really, no.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I just got fired. I didn't even work a day.
That's very sad. Well, I'll get around to everybody else eventually, but I'm fascinated with Luke here. I want to do something. I've never done crowd work before, so that was awful on my part. But we're gonna do something else we've never, ever done before. Ever done before. And we're doing it tonight in Medicine Hat. We're gonna do a duet, me and Luke, of a song from the Grease motion picture soundtrack, the John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John hit, Summer Nights. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Summer lovin' had me a blast.
Summer loving happened so fast.
Met a girl crazy for me.
I've seen Grease once.
Summer days drifting away to the summer nights. Wella.
Tell me more, did you get there from?
Tell me more, like does he have a car?
She swam by me, she had a cram. I saved her life, she nearly drowned.
Yeah, drowning. Fun. I don't know.
We're counting on you, Luke. It's very sad. We've been working on this for months just for this moment, and I feel like, you've kind of let everybody down, Luke. I mean, I know you're gonna feel this shame for the rest of your life, and I apologize, but I can't help but have frustration in this moment, and the only way I can deal with this is by writing a song about you. And the song is gonna be called Luke. Okay, here we go. Okay, I feel better now. What a treat, man. If you'd have told me 30 years ago that today I would be on a 4-month bus tour with Emo Phillips, I would have said, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, Steve has left, and Oh, that's right. I forget. Steve and Ruben have a thing in their contract for this tour. I don't know why. Every show, at some point in the middle, they need a 4-minute break to get into their isolation what is it called? A sensory deprivation tank. That's what it is. Yeah.
I don't get that same break. My lawyer, I
No.
don't know what happened. He just
Gotta negotiate for these things,
he
Jim.
just didn't negotiate.
Such a drag to carry it from city to city, too. But they'll be back in a few minutes. There was a movie that came out in 1989 that changed the face of cinema and perhaps the very world as we know it. I'm sure you know I'm speaking of Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Right now, we'd like to play a track from the Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan original motion picture soundtrack. This is the classic hip-hop track by Vanilla Ice featuring Crazy Frog. Voorhees rap / Get Out of My Grill, Yo. But we don't know that song, so instead, we're gonna do the title track to UHF. This next song was from Polka Party. This is a Talking Heads pastiche. And it was inspired by my last regular day job, which was in the early 80s working for a radio syndication company called Westwood One. And John Schwartz worked there as well. We both got jobs there around 1981. I quit in 1983 when my first single hit the Billboard charts. And John, you quit when?
96. I waited a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, he was waiting to see if this Weird Al thing was going to pan out.
Yep.
So, but you know, it was. I did 2 different jobs. I worked in the mailroom, which was actually kind of cool, and then I had a desk job, which was just soul draining, which is what this song was sort of based on. The mailroom job was neat though, because not only did I get to go all around the office, but I got to do deliveries all around town, and because it was radio syndication, I got to make deliveries at record companies and radio stations and things like that, and kind of felt like, you know, even though I was just a lowly minimum wage dude, I was doing kind of cool stuff and going to cool places. And I would always make deliveries at Epic Records, which wound up being the company that put out my first several albums. And it was kind of interesting because when I was at Epic Records, when N3D came out and they were doing a big presentation of my gold album, there were people in the back of the room going, "Isn't that the delivery guy?" Very confusing for them. You guys, it's time. Steve and John have this thing, I don't know. This is the first tour this has happened, but they actually negotiated in their contract. In the middle of each show, they have to go off stage for 4 minutes to contemplate the nature of existence. It's very zen. You didn't get to do that, Jim, sorry.
I'm gonna fire my lawyer.
Yeah. Well, we love you too. What's your phone number? There was a movie that came out in 1989 that changed the face of cinema and the world as we know it. And as I'm sure many of you are aware, I'm talking about Dead Poets Society, which was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture, also a nod for Robin Williams. A fine movie. And we'd like to pay honor to it now by playing the Carpe Diem polka. But we don't know that one, so instead we're gonna do the title song for UHF. Steve and John have it in their contracts. They need to leave for 4 minutes somewhere during the show so they can practice their parkour moves backstage. I'm not sure why I agreed to that, but... Ratchet solo! Okay, now, The reason that sounded odd was because this is a G harmonica. I don't know what key that was in.
Jim West. Jim
Z.
West.
That's why.
But it worked.
So you got to hear it for the first time ever, Bob in the completely wrong key.
But it worked. It worked.
Sounded good in that key.
Well,
I saw.
except for the harmonica
It sounded
part.
good.